All right, let's take one last look at your extended KSBY microclimate forecast. Take a look at this beautiful live shot of Pismo Beach, all thanks to 805 webcams. Daytime highs for today were a little cooler as we are seeing onshore flow in effect. Daytime highs in Paso Robles reaching 81 degrees, 68 in San Luis Obispo, 70 in Santa Barbara. Current temperatures right now in the interior are now starting to cool down in the 70s, 75 degrees in California Valley, 59 in Santa Ynez, 64 in Santa Barbara. And as we're seeing dew points right now, it's showing how humid it is right now in the interior, and temperatures within the last 24 hours have dropped by several degrees in many communities as we're seeing this cooling trend in effect. So we're seeing another upper low that's going to be moving through the area Friday night and Saturday, and that will cause the marine layer to deepen. And so as we see a deep marine layer, that's going to slow clearing during the morning hours by a few hours. However, by Sunday, we're going to see a ridge of high pressure starting to move back into the region, allowing for temperatures to slightly bump up. We're expecting to see night through morning low clouds and fog moving into some of our coastal valleys later on tonight. And again, as we see a deep marine layer, it's going to delay the clearing by a few hours. However, a lot of our coastal communities during the afternoon hours still seeing those stubborn clouds, and then as we progress during the day, we're going to see another return of those night through morning low clouds and fog as we transition from Saturday to Sunday. It was quite a breezy day today in the interior. Wind gusts still moving a little over 20 miles per hour, and we're seeing another round of sundowner winds down along the south coast. As the night progresses, we're still going to see breezy conditions later on tonight. Onshore flow for tomorrow morning is expected to pick up by the late morning hours into the afternoon and extending out into the interior. During the early evening hours, wind gusts getting close to 30 miles per hour in Paso Robles right around 5 p.m. And we're expecting to see gusty winds down along the south coast once again. This is what we're seeing right now. Wind gusts at 45 miles per hour in Refugio, 35 in Gaviota. If you're planning to drive on the Gaviota Pass later on tonight within the next couple of hours or so, please drive with precaution. Wind gusts are going to be reaching up to 50 miles per hour in Refugio. And as the night progresses, we're expecting to see wind levels below advisory levels right around 3 a.m. as that advisory slowly comes to an end. As far as the small craft advisory and the gale warning offshore, that ends 3 a.m. on Saturday as well. Daytime highs are still going to be reaching the 80s out in the interior. It's going to be a lot cooler for our north coast beaches with daytime highs in the 50s and 60s. However, as we see onshore flow getting stronger this weekend, we're expecting to see cooler conditions for our 5 cities, as well as for some of our beach communities down along the south coast in Goleta and Carpinteria with daytime highs in the mid to upper 60s, 73 in Santa Ynez, 74 in Solvang. Take a look at your 7-day forecast. So we're going to see this cooling trend through this weekend, but again, we're going to see that slight pop-up ridge of high pressure on Sunday, allowing for temperatures to slightly bump up quite a bit. However, by Monday, we're expecting to see temperatures returning into the 70s for Santa Barbara. Regionally, it's going to be a lot warmer if you're heading out to the desert. Temperatures reaching up to 93 degrees, 85 in Sacramento, 62 in San Francisco. The 8 to 14-day temperature outlook shows some warm conditions as we transition into the month of June, but the precipitation outlook shows that we're expecting to see dry conditions in Northern California. Richard, back to you.